The year was 1968. The place was the sunny, carefree Bay Area of California. But, a shadow was about to fall over the region. A killer, destined for infamy as the Zodiac, was about to embark on a reign of terror. His first victims were young sweethearts, David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen. On December 20th, their lives were brutally cut short on a lover's lane in Benicia. The killer, shrouded in mystery, left no trace but fear in his wake. This first attack sent shockwaves through the community. The brutality was shocking. The lack of a motive was even more terrifying. Little did anyone know, this was just the beginning. The Zodiac killer was just getting started. His name, a chilling moniker he would later adopt, was still unknown, but his reign of terror was about to grip the Bay Area. Fear and uncertainty would become the norm. The Zodiac killer's second attack came just 7 months later. On July 4, 1969, he struck again. This time, his victims were Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau. They were parked in a secluded area of Vallejo when the killer struck. Darlene was tragically killed. Michael, despite being shot multiple times, miraculously survived the attack. His testimony provided crucial details about the killer's appearance. He described him as a heavy-set white male. Just weeks later, the killer struck again. On September 27, 1969, Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were attacked while picnicking at Lake Berryessa. The killer, wearing a chilling costume, bound and stabbed the couple. Cecilia tragically succumbed to her injuries. Brian, against all odds, survived. He provided vital information about the killer's strange attire. He described a hooded costume with a symbol that would become synonymous with the Zodiac. On October 11, 1969, the Zodiac killer claimed his final confirmed victim. Paul Stein, a San Francisco cab driver, was shot and killed in his taxi. The killer took a chilling souvenir, a piece of Stein's shirt. He later mailed this grisly trophy to the San Francisco Chronicle, along with a letter taunting the police. The Zodiac killer's modus operandi was as calculated as it was terrifying. He targeted young couples in secluded locations, often at night or in the early morning hours. He used a variety of weapons, including guns and knives, but it was his communications that truly set him apart. The Zodiac craved notoriety. He seemed to revel in the fear he instilled. He began sending letters to Bay Area newspapers, boasting about his crimes and threatening new ones. These letters were often filled with cryptic messages, ciphers, and bizarre symbols. He claimed to be collecting slaves for the afterlife. He threatened to bomb schools and buses. He signed each letter with the now infamous Zodiac symbol, a crosshairs over a circle. The ciphers were particularly intriguing. They were complex puzzles that, if solved, promised to reveal the killer's identity. Some of these ciphers were solved, but they offered frustratingly little concrete information. Others remain unsolved to this day. Over the years, the Zodiac killer investigation has explored thousands of leads and considered countless suspects. One name, however, has become synonymous with the case: Arthur Lee Allen. Allen was a former elementary school teacher and convicted child molester. He lived in Vallejo at the time of the murders and owned a Zodiac brand watch. He even had a misspelled word in his writing that matched a misspelling in one of the Zodiac letters. Circumstantial evidence seemed to mount against him. However, despite the suspicions, Allen was never charged. DNA evidence collected from the Zodiac letters did not match his. He maintained his innocence until his death in 1992. While Allen remains a person of interest in the minds of many, the evidence against him was ultimately inconclusive. Other suspects have emerged over the years, each with their own tantalizing connections to the case. Gary Francis Post, a deceased California man, was named as a potential suspect by a group of independent investigators known as the Casebreakers in 2021. However, the FBI has disputed these claims, and Post's connection to the crimes remains unproven. Section 5. The Netflix Enigma. This is the Zodiac speaking. The enduring mystery of the Zodiac killer has captivated the public imagination for decades, inspiring countless books, documentaries, and even feature films. One of the most recent and compelling examinations of the case is the 2020 Netflix docuseries, This is the Zodiac Speaking. The three-part series delves deep into the investigation, exploring the known facts, the various theories, and the lives forever changed by the killer's actions. It features interviews with surviving victims, retired investigators, and amateur sleuths who have dedicated their lives to cracking the case. This is the Zodiac Speaking doesn't offer any definitive answers. Instead, it presents a nuanced and often chilling portrait of a complex investigation that has confounded authorities for over half a century. The series highlights the dedication of those who continue to seek justice for the victims and their families, even as the trail grows colder with each passing year. Section 6. The case that wouldn't die renewed interest in amateur sleuths. The Zodiac killer case, despite its age, refuses to fade from public consciousness. The unsolved nature of the crimes, combined with the killer's taunting communications, has fueled an enduring fascination. This has led to a surge in amateur investigations, with online forums and dedicated websites dissecting every detail of the case. New technologies have also breathed life into the investigation. Forensic genealogy, a technique that uses DNA analysis to trace family trees, has been used in recent years to identify suspects in other cold cases. While this technology has yet to yield any breakthroughs in the Zodiac case, it remains a promising avenue for future investigation. The internet has also become a breeding ground for new theories and speculation. Some believe the Zodiac was responsible for other unsolved murders, both in California and beyond. Others have developed elaborate theories about the killer's identity, poring over old evidence and searching for hidden connections. Section 7. The legacy of a phantom popular culture and the unanswered questions. The Zodiac killer, despite his best efforts, failed to achieve the lasting infamy he so desperately craved. His name, however, has become synonymous with terror, mystery, and the dark side of the human psyche. His crimes have left an indelible mark on popular culture, inspiring countless books, films, and television shows. The 1971 Clint Eastwood film Dirty Harry features a serial killer loosely based on the Zodiac, further cementing the case in the public consciousness. David Fincher's 2007 film Zodiac, starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Robert Downey Jr., offered a meticulously researched and hauntingly realistic portrayal of the investigation and its toll on those involved. The Zodiac killer's legacy is a complicated one. He is both a real-life monster who terrorized a community and a fictionalized boogeyman who continues to haunt our collective imagination. The unanswered questions surrounding his identity and motives only add to his mystique. Section 8. The Quest for Justice. The current state of the investigation. As of 2025, the Zodiac killer case remains officially unsolved. The San Francisco Police Department, the lead agency on the case, considers it an active investigation. However, with each passing year, the trail grows colder, and the likelihood of ever bringing the killer to justice diminishes. Despite the challenges, investigators remain hopeful. Advances in DNA technology, combined with the tireless efforts of both professional and amateur sleuths, offer a glimmer of hope that the case may one day be solved. The victims' families, still seeking closure after all these years, deserve nothing less. The Zodiac killer may have eluded capture, but he has not been forgotten. The memory of his victims lives on, as does the determination to bring their killer to justice. The case serves as a stark reminder that even the most baffling mysteries can be solved with perseverance, ingenuity, and a steadfast commitment to the truth. Section 9. A haunting reminder. The Zodiac killer's enduring grip. The Zodiac killer, though a phantom from a bygone era, continues to cast a long shadow over the present. His crimes, committed in an era seemingly less complicated, remind us that darkness can lurk in the most unexpected places. The fear he instilled in the hearts of so many is a testament to the fragility of peace and the enduring power of the unknown. The Zodiac case serves as a stark reminder that some questions may never have answers. It is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the unwavering pursuit of justice, and the enduring power of hope, even in the face of unimaginable tragedy. The Zodiac killer may have vanished into the mists of time, but his story, a chilling blend of fact and fiction, continues to fascinate, terrify, and inspire us to this day.